Hey Aquarius, how's it going everyone? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. I'm going to do a general reading for you guys, my fellow Aquarians. I hope you guys are doing well. Please keep in mind that general readings are general, so do not make something fit that doesn't fit your story, okay? If you are interested in more of a personal reading, I do offer them. You can contact me below in the description box to get in touch to set up a Zoom call. Thank you so much, Aquarius, as always, for all of your likes, your shares, your comments, contributions. I appreciate everyone's support. Let's do one more shuffle and see what is the message here for Aquarius. What is the message for Aquarius today? Let's see. This one wants to come out. There you are, King of Swords. Wow, a lot of swords here. King of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. So you are, this is very much air energy here, Aquarius. A lot of you could be up in your head, but in a good way. I feel like this is somebody here who has a strong, determined will to move on a decision that you've made. There is a lot of learning here, or taking on a challenge, taking something on in your life where you need to, I think you're mentally prepared. I think you've decided, like in your head, whatever this is, you're like, mentally I'm prepared. There's kind of no turning back here. You're kind of moving forward, taking action towards something. I do think that you are going to learn a lot. So there's something here that either stimulates the mind or creates a lot of learning experiences or teaches you some lessons here. But it's something that I think you've made your decision, whatever that may be in your life, okay? A decision to move on, because there is something here of a new beginning. Ace of Swords, clarity, kind of freeing. I also kind of get a bit of a freeing energy, even though you could be very consumed, but in a good way. I feel like it's almost like, when the wheels are turning and you've got like a plan of action and you've got your decisions being made, and you're kind of like, you're seeing this whole thing unravel or plan out for yourself. You see yourself in action. I feel it's something around that. What is this? Let's see. Page of Pentacles. The Star, that's you again, Aquarius. Ten of Wands. Okay. I think something's prompted you, either somebody, a conversation. It's time. This is time for you, actually, I think, to take action in your venture, in your path here, Aquarius. The Star card is like, I'm not going to lose hope. I'm not going to lose sight of the vision I have for myself. Even though some of you have been maybe dealing with a very heavy load of something, a very burdensome energy here of the Ten of Wands, I think some of you are kind of clear or made a decision that, you're consciously making a decision that, yes, you've had something that's been heavy in your life. Yes, you've had something that may have burdened you, but you're like, I can't allow that to get in the way of what I have to do for myself. I can't allow the heaviness or the burdens. Either you ask for help or you're releasing something, you're letting go of something here. I feel like, some of you, I could see this Ten of Wands saying like, Alex, I've had a very tough life, or I've had a very heavy path. But I think that you've learned a lot in this process here, Aquarius. Give me a second here, guys, because I feel like there's a bit more to come out of this. Although some of you have had a bit of a heavy journey or a heavy life or a difficult path, there's something that switches in your mindset to take action in a different direction, to finally say, you know what? I'm letting go. Let me ask. Let's see. 10 of Wands. Tell me what the outcome is for Aquarius with the 10 of Wands, because I feel like this is almost like judgment or a decision that you're saying, okay, I have to surrender something, or there's the Sun. Leo energy. The Sun is sort of shining light on something and seeing it for what it is, taking something here and choosing to be happy. Choosing to a path of joy, of new beginnings, of a different outlook. So although some of you are feeling or saying, yeah, I've had a really difficult life, there's this thing that says, well, what is it that I'm going to do? How am I going to think? What are the actions I'm going to make? And how is my mindset showing me where I need to go, what I need to do? Because ultimately, I think you need to head into the direction of your happiness, the Sun card. So something here prompted you. You may have had a person here, Aquarius. I want to ask about that because I feel like you've had someone, usually it's going to be a person that prompts us or shows us, like somebody highlighting or calling it out, saying like, Aquarius, when are you going to deal with that? Or what someone calls you out, I feel like, on something. And I feel like that's where it kind of triggers you and your mindset. Now, being prompted could be a very positive influence where you're like, you see where somebody else made changes, or you see where somebody else has seen something in a different light. I think ultimately you want this to be a better path. You want a better life. You want more happiness to come out of this, even though you've been through a bit of a tough time there with the 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands. Tell me about this particular person maybe, or what is this energy that I'm picking up? Page of Pentacles you've got here. So I feel like someone's put a little mirror in front of you or something. What is this? Is there an individual? 8 of Pentacles. Anything else? Maybe it's somebody at work. Let's see. Or something to do with work. The Page of Wands. So this is a positive message. This is somebody that shows up in your life saying, you know, what are you going to do about this, Aquarius? Or are you putting in the energy, the effort to correct something for the better? There is something that is going to require you to work on it, to learn about something, to change the routine, to get on it. There's something beneficial by the work you put into something, okay? So in a way, the harder you work, not necessarily in a specific job, but the work that you're doing on yourself, on your life, on your decisions, there's something here that requires change, Aquarius, with the Page of Wands. And it's something that I feel, you know, the only way you're going to see the goodness out of something is by actually getting yourself involved and putting in the effort. It's sort of a reward of what you've been putting your energy and effort into. So there's something good at the end of that outcome for you. But you have to be, it's like studies, right? You have to be willing to study and, you know, learn the material, do the tests to actually get out there and fulfill maybe a goal or a job or something that you want. You have to be willing to do some of the work here to see the positive results or the change. And I think that there is somebody maybe that if they called you out, but I feel like it's positive. I feel like there is a bit of an inspiration to that. Again, with that King of Swords, you know, it's a no-nonsense person that sees things for what they are. The Ace of Swords, again, this is where I'm getting like the truth. You're being like, you're given a clear communication about something. And I feel like King of Swords is like drawing a line or showing you where things are. It's like where things sit in your life in a way. But I think ultimately those are all your energies here at Aquarius, King of Swords, Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords. This is you that's ultimately in charge of taking responsibility for your course of action, your decisions, the things that you're willing to challenge yourself on. And I think it's about changing and, you know, your mindset about, okay, I'm ready to do something. Like, you can't change anything until someone's actually ready, no matter what you do. So there's something here about lining up with your path, lining up with what you need to get done here to make a better life, let's say, or a better situation. There is a lot of goodness here, Aquarius, with the Sun card. There is a lot of new beginnings, a lot of sorry, I have an itchy nose. There is a lot of contentment there, joy, happiness, new life in something. Something that I feel you've been weighed down by is now giving you a sort of a relief in a sense. High Priestess in reverse. Okay, some of you may not have been listening to your intuition, or you may have had a hard time keeping a secret on something. Okay, I feel like there's something here that you leaked, or something was leaked that maybe shouldn't have been mentioned. Also, you may have known something very intuitively. Three of Swords, the Temperance, the Two of Swords, and the Four of Cups. Okay. There is some kind of parting of ways here. There is a painful parting here. Three of Swords, okay? So something here is causing like pain or breakup, heartache. Some of you, again, either something was leaked or information was released. There could have been somebody here, again, your intuition has a role to play in this, and I feel like the High Priestess in reverse is either you're either blocking your intuition, not listening to your spidey senses or what you feel. I feel that there is still some healing that's occurring in this heartache or pain. I'm going to clarify more here. There is healing taking place, but it's going to take some time here for you to get clear. Although you're very clear on that one situation that I brought up in the beginning of the reading, I feel like it's going to take you time to make a decision on what you're going. Four of Cups is like, if I offer you something, you're not neither taking it or letting it. It's like you're indifferent because you have the Two of Swords here. You're like, I don't really want to make a decision, or I don't know how to make a decision, or I don't feel like making a decision. I'm not ready for that. So again, when I was saying, like, no matter how much you offer somebody help, they really have to have the decision made before they accept help. And I feel like that's what this is. The Temperance, the Four of Cups, and the Two of Swords. Healing can be presented to a situation, but if somebody isn't fully ready to make the decision to take that on, then they'll just sit in a bit of a pouty mode maybe, or they might just sit in this place of dissatisfaction or discontentment. Eventually, something has to be accepted here, or, it has to be, eventually things are going to fall into place with the Temperance. Let me clarify something here. What's the healing, or what's the reasoning? What's the resolve to this Four of Cups, Two of Swords? What's the resolve on that? The Tower. Okay. So something is eventually going to come to a complete end, or something's no longer going to stand on its legs anymore. It's bound to fall. So it's almost like a bit of hopelessness here that's happened over here with this Four of Cups and the Tower, Two of Swords. There's a sense here of like, you know what, if something doesn't work out, let it be what it is. It's a bit of I don't want to say giving up, but just sort of like discouraged to try to make a decision, or discouraged to try to find the solution to keep something held up. So again, part of this parting of ways, it almost feels like with the High Priestess in reverse, you may feel here, Aquarius, that something isn't for your highest good. You may already know. It's like, let me put it this way. Let's say you're in a job that you know is not for your highest good. You know it's not your calling. You know it's not your thing. You might just be going through the motions in this, even though your intuition is like, this is not for me or this is not good. But it's kind of like, if it's meant to fall apart, whether you get fired, whether the company goes under, whether you lose your job, whether it's like, I don't really care anyways. Either way, it's a bit of, I don't really care. I'm not going to think about it. Two of Swords. I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to make a decision. I don't want to, in a way, you're kind of like maybe stuck or sitting in a situation. But I feel like it's like either way, it's kind of painful. You know, either way, there's like something is going to part ways and come to an end, or it already has, or something is completely falls out before you're just like, okay, well, there it is. It's done. I didn't have to do anything to do this. It's like yeah. You're going with the flow, kind of knowing that something isn't going to really work out. So you're like, what's the point in trying to save something when you've kind of given up on like, well, it's probably not serving me anyways. It's probably not serving me well anyways. But you're like, my intuition may say to leave or to move on, but you're just like, I'm not even going to do anything. I'm just going to let it take its own course of action. It's like when I was, I'll give an example. I don't know if it really matters. I hope you guys get the idea here, but I was in a role for a condo board and I kind of like was like this in a way. It reminds me of like, I've warned everybody about the financials, about what we should plan for, about what we should be doing. And then eventually I was like, you know what? Let it fall apart. If it falls apart, at least everything I said was on paper and it shows that I tried. You know, it's like temperance. Everything will fall into place whether you try or not. I could try my hardest to convince people to get into a financially healthy place for future repairs, let's say, on the condominium, on the houses. But eventually it's like, well, no one's listening to you anyways, or no one's taking your insight or your advice. So there's not much more that you can do unless you get the support of other people, or the support here, the agreement. So there's something of that nature here. And this could be where you are choosing to, although, you know, you could be choosing a different path here, Aquarius. You could be choosing to release something that is really creating or causing a burden in your life. Again, seeking more of a happiness, seeking more of a joyful, more of a path of what you really want for yourself. You have to be willing to put in some effort here, some work, some learning. There's a lot of learning going on here. So whether that's learning about yourself, whether that's a like a course or a workshop, or something about self-improvement, or understanding more about what makes you the way you are. There could be a lot of recognizing where you need to look at yourself a little more deeper, a little bit more realistically, and start to address things that, you know, why you are the way you are, why things are happening in your life. I do feel like someone has called somebody out. And it doesn't have to be in a rude way or anything. I just feel like someone's calling someone out. Someone's brought it to your attention, or maybe you brought it to their attention. But in a positive way. Like, I don't think it's more of a friendly nudge. 20 minutes, guys. Okay, almost 20 minutes. Let's see. Any other closing energy for Aquarius? You've definitely made your mind up. You've definitely made a decision here, Aquarius. Excuse me, to Take the course of action that lines up with your light, your path, this sun is leading you. There you are again, Queen of Swords. Okay, you've definitely made up your mind here. There are some things here that maybe you are going to, sever ties with, or, draw a line in the sand around something here. Again, I feel like there's a strong sense of decision and having made your mind up. Learning along the way. There's a lot of learning going on here. Learning lessons. Maybe learning when you didn't listen to your intuition. What did that cost you? What did that teach you? Anything around healing this Three of Swords? I'm just curious. There is healing there already, the Temperance, but is there anything around that? Some healing here for Aquarius with the Three of Swords. Anything that would help this? The Ten of Swords. Man, oh man, this could be a very, very difficult, painful healing or end, but the end is here. Ten of Swords is like, you're only going to climb back up from here. So where you thought you wouldn't heal something, Aquarius, trust that you will heal that. Some of you may still be going through, some of the pain. Some of you may be going through a very dark ending or a difficult ending, but where you thought you wouldn't heal, you will heal, because the Ten of Swords is like the pain, the end is here. We're closing that off. We're done. And the Temperance is confirming, it truly is confirming a healing here, or some kind of, things getting back into a place of flow for you. Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So anything is possible here for new beginnings, new things to create, new passions, change, possibilities. Okay. Eight of Wands following that. So you are going to eventually move forward into something that gets you into a place of creating the change. Being free, I think there's a bit of a freeing energy there where you do release a lot of these burdens and pain. Yeah, there's something that I think you tried to bring to the surface, or bring to the awareness level, that could have gone unnoticed, or it wasn't addressed, or it was ignored. Again, maybe your intuition, something here was not addressed or looked at or ignored, and it cost you the ending or the pain or the separation. Okay, let's do your well-being cards and see what's going on with you guys, Aquarius. First I seek joy, and all else follows. Since your feeling of joy is your indication of your connection with your source, once you have achieved joy, you have achieved connection with your source. And under these circumstances, all that is good follows. I feel like your joy here, Aquarius, is the Sun card. And again, it's kind of like the perspective that you see things in, although some of you have gone through a very challenging path, life, experience, Ten of Wands. It is trying to find the joy in something. It's like I say that, I don't know where I got this. I just said it one day, see the magic in the tragic. I don't know where or how that, I don't know if that's a quote out there. I just said this one day, and I actually put it out there on my channel. It was like well over a year ago. I was like, there's magic in the tragic. I don't know where that came from. But that, sorry for the shaky camera, guys. That could be something that you're changing your perspective on something to see. It's like, this may sound strange to some of you, but see the God in everything. Because God is in everything. Source, energy, universe, whatever your higher power is, it's in everything. So try to find the joy in something or the blessing in something. Okay? I hope that reading helps, guys. I want to wish you guys a great day. Thank you so much for all of your likes, shares, and comments. Appreciate it, and I will see you soon. Take care.